Back to normal speed, we drag a picture for our background from the Exercise 2 folder and drop into the workspace of visifront. See how we increase the size of the image. Move the mouse to the right top corner and notice the east-west cursor. This phenomena allows resizing elements width-wise. Then we drop a text element into our background picture. The text can barely be seen on this backdrop, so new text color and a base color will enhance our page. Right-click on the text element to open its context menu, and bring up the color box on the right, then pick the color from that box. Every element, picture, text, video and etc. have their own perspective context menu. A right-click on the element opens this menu. Move the mouse to the lower right corner. This will produce a northwest-southeast cursor. Move the corner to increase the frame size. Use the mouse wheel to scroll through the text. We are going to fit the text boxes, side by side, and justify the text on the right side. Visual digital stuff of many kinds can be fitted using visifront. Notice the crosshair cursor in the top left corner. It will allow the elements to be moved in its parent frame or workspace. When digital objects are dragged and dropped into a visiframe, these objects become integral parts of the frame, or better yet, child frames. These child frames only move within their parent frames. They can be freed from their parent by dragging while holding the Control key down. More objects can be dropped into the child frames and thus become grandchildren of the parent frame. Red items in the context menu such as text size, opacity, and etc. are manipulated using the mouse wheel. Visifront is free online, no strings attached. You can test what we have been showing for yourself. There is no installation, no cookies, no request for access to your computer. Frank Crumit and William Percy French are now the grandchildren of the frame containing the globe background image. Visifront runs on a browser. Chromium and Chrome are our browsers of choice. These browsers are secure and do not open up access to your file or operating system. Go to the Manage Frames item in the context menu and select the red sub-item, Round Corners. Then use the mouse wheel to round the corners of the frame. This is Frank Crumit's record label. Later in this video we will hyperlink this label to his video on YouTube. Let's preview the page. A black base under our background image may be more aesthetically pleasing than a white base. Right-click on the base and select its color from the color box on the right. We should also color the browser substrate black. Note this doesn't have to be done, it is just a matter of taste. If the substrate is black, then no matter how the browser viewport is stretched, the background is always black. Let's preview the page. We can download our page to the Downloads folder. Later the page can be modified and extended. Optionally, our previous work can be retrieved from the Downloads folder and dragged back into visifront. We will add more to our page. When a parent frame is resized using either the top right corner or the bottom left corner, all its children, grandchildren and etc. are resized proportionally. Note how by adding stuff to Visinode the total vertical space allocated to the page extends automatically. The more we stuff downwards, the larger is our vertical space. Digital text objects are dragged from the Exercise 2 folder and dropped into the Google Earth image. The text can barely be seen on this backdrop, so new text color and a base color will enhance our page. Right-click on the text element to open its context menu, and bring up the color box on the right, then pick the color from that box. Every element, picture, text, video and etc. have their own perspective context menu. A right-click on the element opens this menu. We are going to fit the text boxes, side by side, and justify the text on the right side. Visual digital stuff of many kinds can be fitted using visifront. Use the mouse wheel to scroll through the text. Visifront is well suited for spontaneous page creation, and in this case the page designer isn't quite sure where to put the elements, how big they should be and etc. This explains the fumbling around. Move the mouse to the lower right corner. This will produce a northwest-southeast cursor. Move the corner to increase the frame size. Right-click just inside the visiframe to bring up each respective context menu. Click on the Expand option of the top right corner to expand the frame to full 1600 pixels, or to the full width of the workspace. Alternatively, function key F7 will accomplish the same. Let's preview the page. Visifront assigns a random name to downloaded files. The operating system can be used to rename these files. In our Downloads folder, files are sorted by date. We will retrieve our latest stored work to continue the page construction. We drag and drop a music file into our page and play it.
Sons of the prophets were brave men and bold, and quite unaccustomed to fear. But the bravest by far in the ranks of the Shah was Abdul Bulbul Amir. Now the heroes were plenty.
We bring up Google to search for Frank Crummett, and get the URL, or the path to his YouTube channel.
Sons of the prophets were brave men and bold, and quite unaccustomed to fear. But the bravest by far in the ranks of the Shah was
In the Frame context menu, find Enhance Frame. Then click on Link Frame to bring up the hyperlink drop box. The URL path is highlighted with a left click, dragged and dropped into the black link box for the round record label. Whenever there is a mouse click on the record label, this will bring the music video into a new pop-up window where it can be viewed. Click on the record label and go to the YouTube channel. Click Preview and then click on your hyperlink to see if it works.
Sons of the prophets were brave men and bold, quite unaccustomed to fear. But the bravest by far in the ranks of the Shah was Abdul Bulbul Amir.
In the following we will show how to hyperlink text. Text can be highlighted and hyperlinked like visiframes. Highlight the text that should be hyperlinked, then right-click on the highlighted area. This will bring up the context menu. At this point you will receive a hyperlink dropbox and can proceed like we did with visiframes. Click Preview and then click on your hyperlink to see if it works. To highlight text, hold the left mouse button down, and sweep the text horizontally, then right-click on the highlighted text for its context menu. Select Hyperlink to bring up the dropbox. It is also possible to double-click on a word and then right-click to get its context menu. Use the browser to bring up a page and drag its path into the dropbox. It is also possible to double-click on the dropbox and type the hyperlink directly. Click Preview and then click on your hyperlink to see if it works.